Welcome back. Welcome back with another stock video price update. We are going to take a quick weekend look at SPY and Tesla. First up, we're going to look at SPY here, and we are looking at here, let's switch this. Let's do the weekly and the daily just because it's the weekend and price isn't moving. But let's try to see. We'll take a look back at the week past and what might be up next for this week coming up here Monday. So on the weekly chart, we are still looking bullish. Only thing is look at the prior candlesticks. These two big movement candlesticks compared to this one. Just in the week, we only were able to move price between 483 up to 489. That's only about a $6 move in price. So I don't say we're still looking very bullish. I say we're just looking bullish. This candlestick here, although we still are pushing new all-time highs, it does seem like some of that momentum is starting to slow down. That's the first thing I see here on this weekly chart. Let's go ahead and tick down to the daily chart, and as you can see, this kind of gives a better picture of what that weekly chart was saying. Here on Friday, we actually closed in the red, not by much, but still in the red here on Friday, which is kind of interesting because this is look at what we have here. We have a hammer candle here. Price pushed all the way down and then was able to push back up and close green. But then we are now looking very indecisive on that day chart. So, and then I have two ranges here. I have two alerts set. Depending on which side of this we open on Monday. If we push down back to 487, potentially even losing that to 486, I would probably consider that bearish sentiment. If we are able to come and push up here to 488, I would consider that to be bullish movement. Like I said, we are even with this day closing red, we still was able to push up and make an all-time high. Now that's pretty interesting. Before returning back down, but that's very interesting to just hit an all-time high here. Did not hit one here, but was able to maintain and then hit a new all-time high. So that's very interesting here on the daily chart. Let's go ahead and tick down to the 4 hour. The 4 hour chart. As you can see, we were able to make that all-time high before then pushing back down. Hopefully this is just a retest, and then we either consolidate to push higher, because let's be honest, we want to see 490. We want to see 490 on the books for 2024, even if it gets pushed back and rejected off of 490, and then we can push back down. Um, but far as things happening next, looking like we are off of those highs here on the 4 hour to most likely probably come and try to retest 485. We need to probably hold a 485. If not, then we'll probably lose a lot of this momentum, this bullish momentum we've had really quickly. And that's the 4 hour. I guess we can take it down to the hour too. Why not? And again, the markets are closed. This is the weekend. Um, let's push up. Big push down. The thing I've noticed about, so I've only been trading Tesla and SPY. And SPY, you have these huge candlesticks in price. Like, you could be in and out of trade off of just, this is the hour chart. You can be in and out of a trade on the 1 hour chart. This is a 1 hour move. You could have just, easily profited for 1 hour and been done with this trade. To then maybe risk it to go up here. But I mean, and that's only 3 hours of work. But this right here would have been enough to being able to catch this 1 hour move. Here's another one, 1 hour moves, and just, you're done for the day, because if you look at it over, so here, let's go down to the 15 to just kind of make sense of SPY and the way the price moves. Very sporadic. Maybe something like this, to have caught this rejection from here, to know we're going to push up. But look, even on the 15 hour, look at this 15-minute move right here. That right there is, this one candlestick move is as good as all this, I'd rather just ride one candlestick than having to ride multiple. It's the same amount of distance. This one candlestick is the same amount of distance here. Let's do this. You can see what I'm saying here a little bit better. So if we come here from this top of the box, look at this. This, oh, wait, let's this one candlestick is as good as this move here. If you would have came in and noticed price was dipping down on this stick here to ride to there, that one candlestick would have did the same thing for you. So that's the interesting thing about SPY. But let's go ahead and switch over to Tesla. Let's switch over to Tesla and see. I actually want to go back here. Let's start on the weekly for Tesla. Let's start on the weekly because actually here. Yeah, we'll start here on the weekly, but I want to take down to some small time frames because I actually want to replay a trade I took Thursday. So Tesla weekly chart. One of my favorite YouTubers, Tesla YouTubers, said the most important chart of Tesla in trading is the weekly chart. And so ever since I heard that, I've been taking a look at it just to see. I mean, wow, look at this week here on Tesla. But you know what? This isn't that uncommon here. Same thing here. So look at this. If we're talking about weekly moves, look at this weekly move. Look at this weekly move. This one candlestick is almost equivalent as to this here, and that's pretty interesting on Tesla. Same thing with this candlestick here. But yeah, Tesla has been in a downfall. But we said this. If you go back and watch maybe about 2 Tesla videos ago, I said this. Listen, I even had, which I just moved, but I even had up. Yeah, it's my. It's so synced together. It's already changed. That's fine. It's the daily. Uh, yeah, we already said that we needed to do this. Now, granted, I said there was a lot of buys that's going to get triggered at that 200, 195, that 205, 200, and 195 mark. But as you can see, we pushed below that. But we had already said we needed to come and test this. We might even come test the 170. I don't be surprised if we come down here and test the 170 before potentially. Let's go look at the last low. Look at this last low here of $100. Imagine $100 Tesla again. $100. Anything remotely close to that is a great buy. And I mean, we had days of trying to reverse it, but I mean, look at these moves here. They just, you know, they just tumbled. Same thing here, which I'm thinking we're gonna probably have to get stopped out here pretty soon. If we're just looking at this right here, from here to there, from there to here, I say we come touch this 170 again. I say we need to come touch the 170 again, and we're probably gonna do it within the next 2 weeks. From here to here, all time high, or I don't want to say all time high because I'm not sure, and I don't feel like zooming all the way back to see. But from this most recent high, from here to most recent high to then, looks like we're gonna have to come and retest this again. So you might see that 160, 150 mark. See how quick it happens though on the weekly chart. It dipped down, but it quickly returned. So it's a quick move. It's a weak move. It could be a 2-3 day move here, before reversing back out. But it looks like we're gonna come and touch this again. So here, what I'm gonna do right now is adjust my alerts because this has already been triggered. So here, let's bring this down to 175, which we did reverse off this 180. But I mean, this is such a strong candle. I imagine we probably try to open and go higher Monday before dipping down. So you might see something kind of like this here, up and then back down to our levels there. Something like that is what I'm thinking for Monday this week coming up. All right, that's the weekly. Let's go ahead and tick down to the daily chart of Tesla, and let's see what we got here. Oh, I'm still drawing. Okay, so we don't even necessarily need this anymore. This is the daily chart. All right, let's zoom in here. Look at this gap down here. I mean, great move, great gap down. If you caught this, shout out to you. You are a legend in my book. That is a great move. I actually tried to catch this, and when I went to go look at options, by the time I did all my research and was looking at options, it was honestly 358. 358, and I'm trying to find an option for overnight play, and I absolutely just missed it. So, anybody who caught this, shout out to you. Oh, which I was able to catch one Thursday, and I will. Well, here let's review the daily first, and then I'll show you the play I was able to catch, and I probably even post a screenshot of it if I took one. But here, so the weekly. I'm sorry, the daily. So, wow. First thing I see is just this gap down. So it's you need to. We gotta. Okay. Okay. So I got another good buddy who once said it's not about where the market's going, it's about where it's at. And on some level I believe that, but at the same time it's good to look back at what history did, just key levels of where price was. And as you can see, I mean, we got a touch here, and then now we're just here, which is also kind of a touch here. Like we just opened lower, but I mean that kind of would have touched that. So let's look at yeah, because all this is off the question right now. We're not. It's not even a point of looking at any of that. That's all out of the question. So what do we see here? 184. Look at this gap down here. Another gap down. That gap down right here was from 179. 179, another gap down to 164. So that's something interesting. Keep this right here in mind. Yeah. Tesla is going to get real familiar with these levels here. Come on. Tesla's going to get real familiar with these levels here. So this is what I'm looking at for this week to come. Now, where will we open inside these levels? That's, only time will tell. But we're going to get familiar with him. Unless we can pull out, which if we can just reverse out of this, great. But I mean, I don't see that happening. I see us trading sideways somewhere in here, or even dipping lower, maybe tipping the head, like tipping a candlestick point out. But far as making it out, closing above, I don't see that happening for the foreseeable future. And that is the day chart. Okay, so I was able to take a trade Thursday, and I mean it was easy. It was an easy trade, honestly. I can't even take. Well, I will take credit for it, but it was such an easy trade. Only thing is, I wish I was in sooner. Thursday. We're in a 4 hour. 4 hour. On the 4 hour. So, and I took, if I'm not mistaken, I took this trade. I probably entered somewhere here. Here, let's do this because we want to continue. These are the key levels for the week to come. So
It's 3 o'clock.
probably took my trade probably here. I'll go back and look. Pretty much here, and I was able to route it down to about here. Ended up being about 100% return. And I would imagine I was out of that trade probably by 12, 1 o'clock. So yeah, I took a few candlesticks down, and I was probably out of that trade about 1 o'clock. And I just enjoyed the rest of my day. And as you can see, price started to pull back. Even though it dipped again, it started to pull it back. So that 12, 1 o'clock was probably your best bet. Actually, yeah, I took it closer to 9 o'clock because I remember I could have got my puts cheaper. I I bought on the lower end here, so let's tick down. Let's tick down. Yeah, I bought them. I bought them somewhere here because I probably was looking at the 15 minute. I bought them somewhere here. Price pulled back before dropping, so I could have got them cheaper than what I got them for. But they, like I said, they still went for 100%. I could have probably easily pushed 150, if not two, if I would have timed my entry better. Probably off the 3 minute or the 5 minute. But still, good day, 100%. You can't complain about that. And I probably took them somewhere around that 1 o'clock when I saw price reversing. I got out of there probably about by 1:30. I was out of that trade. But again, 100% return. All right, so that is it. I'm ready for Monday. I know a lot of you guys are. I am this traveling trader. I'm signing out. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Peace.